Hello everyone, my name is Sanjay Parashar. Welcome back to the channel. In the previous video, we learned about for each loop in OIC, where OIC automatically iterates over repeating elements in a payload. In today's video, we will learn about another looping construct in OIC, the while loop. Let's first understand the difference between for each and while loops in OIC. A for each loop automatically iterates over repeating elements, does not require any counters, ends automatically when the list is exhausted, and it's best suited when you already have an array or repeating node. In short, for each is data driven. A while loop, on the other hand, runs as long as a condition evaluates to true, does not automatically know how many times to iterate, and requires you to control when the loop starts and when the loop ends. That means you must manage iteration manually using variables. In short, while is condition driven, not data driven. In today's demo, we will use same use case from the previous video, which was for each video, but this time we will implement it using the while loop instead. Let's revisit the use case. As a trigger point of the service, we will create a REST post integration that accepts a list of candidates, and each candidate has a name and an age. And our business logic remains the same as for each video. We will iterate through each candidate and we'll check if the age is 18 or above, then the candidate is added to an eligible list or eligible candidates list. Otherwise, candidate will be added to a non-eligible candidates list. And finally, a list of eligible as well as non-eligible candidates will be returned as a result in a single payload. As this time we will use while loop to iterate through each candidate, and as while loop does not automatically iterate through the candidates list, so we must explicitly manage iteration through different variables. I'll show you that during our demo. So now let's start the demo and build this step by step. So once you're under design and integration, we can create application saying demo while loop. We can reuse the same REST common connector. I'm just giving it a resource URI demo while, and then we want it to be a post operation with a request and response. Let's continue, and I'll give it the request. So a candidate with multiple name and age. I'm gonna click on continue, and then the response will have eligible and non-eligible candidates list under single payload with the root element called candidates. So let's continue here. So if you have seen the for each loop video which I created before this one, so far everything is same. But now, rather than adding a for each loop here, we will need to use a while loop. However, because while loop needs an iteration value from you, because while loop is condition based, it will check a condition. If that condition is true, only then it will go inside the loop. So what that condition will be, I'm going to create two variables. One variable will have the total number of counts of candidates, and the another variable will be a while counter, which I will initialize to 1, which will work as a position within that iteration. Let me show you how it works. So I'll come to variables and we'll create two global variables. Let's first call candidates count. I'll give it a number type variable, and I'll create another one. Let's call it while counter. We can give this also of a number type variable. Let's save. So now as you see, we have created two variables. Now we need to initialize those. So for that, let me use the data stitch operation. Under here, let's first give the candidate count a value. We'll give assign this time. And what I want to do is first I want to use a function named count. So under node set, we have a function called count. Let me drag and drop it here. All right, so we'll go to the developer mode and drag and drop it here. And then under the node set, I will give the repeating element, which is candidates. Something like this. And then I can create another assignment here with while counter, and I can simply assign it to value 1, which is the initial value of my counter. Let's save it. And now we can use a while loop here. Let me add a while loop. Inside while loop, we have to give a condition. So basically the condition is if candidate count is more than equal to while count, keep running. So essentially what we're saying for the first iteration, candidate count, let's say we are giving request as 5 candidates. This will be 5, this will be 1. And then inside loop, we will increment while counter by 1 with each iteration. In the second, it will be 5, this will be 2. Then 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5. And then after that, it will be 5 and the while counter will be 6 and it will come out of loop. So let's just save it. And now everything will be same as we did for each loop. So let me just add a switch action here. Now switch action will check the age of the current candidate, but now in for each a current candidate object were already created. However, here we don't have that sort of thing. So we will use the index of current candidate using the while counter, and I'll show you how that works. So let me just increase the size of this so that you guys can see it better. Essentially, I just want to check the age, but I want to check the age of the current candidate. So I can give a while counter inside this. This will work as an index. So for first, this will be candidate number 1's age. Second iteration, candidate number 2's age. It will work like that. So if age is greater than equal to 18, then it's an eligible candidate. So let me just save it and let's just add an otherwise. And if you remember from previous video, in order to store the value of a list of eligible and non-eligible candidates, we need to create a couple of object type global variables as well. So let's just do that. And it will be of object type. Let's reuse the request schema and another variable. Again, object type, and we can reuse the same schema. Now let's use data stitch operation here. This will be age more than equal to 18, so eligible candidate. So needs to be append with the current candidate. Looks good. Let's just save it. We'll use the same logic here for non-eligible candidates as well. There you go. One last thing in order to make while work is we'll need to increment uh, the while counter. That we can do here. While counter, and I want while counter plus 1. We can also just create another rule here. Essentially says while counter assign and while counter plus 1. Both are same. Once this is done, we'll do the final mapping of all eligible candidates to the response element. Just give result as, I don't know, accepted or eligible, whatever. For non-eligible also, let's just do the same thing. Rejected. Let's just validate this. Let's go back. Let me add an identifier here. Let's just save it. All right, I think if I have not missed anything, this should work. So let's go back, activate it, and test it. All right, let's run it. So we have total 5 candidates here. Let's run it. And as we can see, 3 got rejected and 2 got accepted. And in the instance here, we can see we have 5 iterations. And just one thing that I want to let you know, like while testing this, I found that inside the stitch operation, I had assigned, but I just needed to change this to append. So that's how you use while, and how while is different than for each. They both cater to different needs of business logic. This is it for this video. Stay tuned for future videos where we will learn about fault handling, event-based integrations, and also agent architecture. Thank you for time today. See you in the next one.